Neuroscience, by investigating the complex mechanisms of the brain, has been addressing one of humanity's greatest mysteries, religious experience. This fascinating field, known as neurotheology, seeks to understand the neural basis of mystical and religious experiences, examining how the brain processes and creates these profound and meaningful sensations for many people. In this text, we will explore neuroscience's discoveries about religious experiences, the implications and the debates surrounding these discoveries. What has neuroscience discovered? 1. Neural correlations. Neuroscience has identified several brain regions that are activated during religious experiences. Neuroimaging studies have shown that areas such as the prefrontal cortex, limbic system, and temporal lobes play important roles. The prefrontal cortex is associated with decision-making and conscious reflection, while the limbic system is crucial for regulating emotions and processing memory. The temporal lobes, in turn, are linked to memory and auditory and visual processing. These areas are involved in aspects such as emotions, memory, reward, and self-awareness, which are often heightened during religious and mystical experiences. 2. Neurotransmitters. Studies suggest that neurotransmitters, such as dopamine and serotonin, which are involved in feelings of pleasure and well-being, may play a crucial role in religious experiences. Dopamine is known to be associated with feelings of reward and pleasure, while serotonin is linked to mood and feelings of well-being. The activity of these neurotransmitters may be altered during religious experiences, contributing to the intensity of sensations and the depth of spiritual experiences. 3. Altered states of consciousness. Mystical and religious experiences often involve altered states of consciousness, such as deep meditation or the use of psychedelic substances. Neuroscience investigates the brain mechanisms underlying these altered states. During deep meditation, for example, there is a reduction in the activity of the default mode network, which is associated with self-reference and reflective thinking. This phenomenon may be related to the feeling of transcendence and the experience of a more expansive state of consciousness. Similarly, psychedelic substances have been associated with changes in brain activity that may facilitate spiritual and mystical experiences. 4. Out-of-body experiences. Some people report out-of-body experiences during moments of intense spirituality. Neuroscience is exploring possible biological explanations for these experiences. Research suggests that these experiences may be related to changes in sensory perception and spatial processing. Neuroimaging and brain stimulation studies have shown that manipulating certain areas of the brain can induce experiences that people interpret as being outside the body. These findings offer new insights into how consciousness and perception are shaped by brain processes. Implications and debates. The neuroscience of religion raises several important questions, generating a rich debate about the relationship between science and spirituality. 1. Reduction of spirituality. Some critics argue that neuroscience reduces spirituality to mere biological processes, demystifying the sacred and removing the deep meaning of religious experiences. For these critics, understanding brain mechanisms is not enough to capture the richness and complexity of spiritual experience. They fear that reducing spirituality to neurobiological processes may devalue the importance of religious beliefs and practices. 2. New perspectives. On the other hand, many see neuroscience as a tool that can deepen our understanding of religious experience, offering new perspectives for theologians and philosophers. By investigating how the brain processes spiritual experiences, neuroscience can provide insights into how these experiences are experienced and interpreted. This knowledge can open new doors for dialogue between science and religion, allowing for a richer appreciation of the spiritual dimensions of human experience. 3. Practical applications. Knowledge about the neural underpinnings of spirituality can also have significant practical implications. For example, discoveries about the relationship between neurotransmitters and religious experiences may contribute to the development of more effective treatments for mental illnesses such as depression. In addition, understanding altered states of consciousness may lead to more effective spiritual practices and the creation of therapeutic interventions that harness the benefits of these experiences for psychological and emotional well-being. Conclusion: the neuroscience of religion is a fascinating field of study that seeks to understand the brain mechanisms behind religious and mystical experiences. While scientific discoveries can raise questions and debates about the nature of spirituality, they also offer new perspectives and possibilities for understanding human experience. Neuroscience does not aim to prove or disprove the existence of God or a spiritual reality, but rather to understand the brain processes that underlie these profound and meaningful experiences. The dialogue between science and religion continues to expand, enriching our understanding of the complex intersection of mind, brain, and spirituality.